Coach, tough, gritty game, but there were some key plays to either start the game, end the game, or to prevent the other team. So all three phases contributed in this. Let's take a look at the offense here in the first quarter.
Sure, yeah. This was obviously a point of emphasis, getting off to a faster start, and this was the first drive. You know, we had driven down to about the 32-yard line, and it's 2nd and 14. We have a negative play on first down. I think Coach Kafka does a really good job of dialing up a kind of a shot play for us here in this situation where we're already in field goal range, and he wanted to be aggressive on this. So they're playing, you know, man-to-man outside with these corners against Slayton and Johnson. And, you know, both of them do a really good job on their release. They're kind of getting soft press and then holding that line so that Daniel's got, you know, 5 yards there to work with. But both of them do a good job on their respective sides. Daniel comes out on the drop. He sees the post safety. He holds him for a second. And then his arc and pace is really good. He gets it up and down before the safety can get over there, read his eyes. And the corner has a chance to go ahead and make up speed and make this play. But a well-executed play, a good timely call by Coach Kafka, and got us on the board here early.
Now, Coach, there are a few elements of this. You talked about the releases, right? So releases against press man coverage, especially in long yardage situations, you really want to get your receivers out and going to get a step. But you also mentioned something else, the quarterback holding the safety. So when you've got two go routes, you don't want that safety to have a quick decision to make. Is that correct?
Exactly right. We don't want to get our eyes right to him right now, so he gets over there and has a chance to make the play based off of his, you know, speed to go ahead and break this thing up. But again, well executed, good protection. You know, we had a chip with Bellinger there. Saquon steps up in the hole. It's a 7-man protection scheme. Daniel takes his drop, takes one hitch, gets it up and down, and it was good to get off to a fast start this game.
Well, now that's one play that kind of got this game started for you. Now the one that ended the game. The longest 1 minute, and it took forever to get here, but then here's the last play. You know, you make this play, the game is over with, and so many things went right here, but at the end of it, let's just take a look at it and we can talk about it.
Yeah, 7 seconds left, so really it's got to be, you know, in the end zone, unless they want to throw some type of quick throw and get a little bit closer. They line up in an empty set, just like they had done previously the first couple plays, and they're really running all verticals with 2 in-cut breaking routes here, really in front of the goal line, and we have, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in man coverage with 3 guys deep, really squatting at the goal line with vision on the quarterback. And I would say, you know, just a heck of a job here by Moreau, and then Julian on the break. You can see he sees Trevor throw it. He plant points and he goes, and that contact right here, we're, you know, inches away from this going the other way. Great resolve. You know, Julian tries to get the ball up, but just an excellent play by Fabian of wrapping him up and then driving him to the ground. And then here comes X in, LC, and just what a great play at the end of the game. You see the leg drive and all those hours in the weight room that they work on their strength and their lower body. And, you know, this isn't the easiest thing either. You know, these guys are pushing and pushing them back. And now you see these big offensive linemen come in and, you know, try to push the pile back in the other way. You know, great resolve by our guys.
Now, when you look at just the job that Moreau did to start this stop, if he tries to throw a shoulder in here, he probably scores.
That's exactly right.
But just to wrap him up and then get his body going away from the goal lines, going, you know, east and west now, once he wraps him up, it gives the other defenders a chance to get in and help.
No question. I think the other thing that helps is, you know, his feet are planted in the ground, so he can use his lower body power and explosion to move Kirk back. You know, Kirk is up in the air, so right now he doesn't have any power other than the momentum of him jumping. So, you know, our ability to stay on the ground and play with good position and then wrap up and use our leg drive really was the difference in the game. And, you know, he still fights through it, but what a great play here by X2 coming back in, because you don't know what's going to happen after that. So just a good finish. the true meaning of playing 60 minutes, and that's what it took. It took all 60.
And the ball comes out.
And the ball comes out.
All right, now you got offensive play, you got defensive play, and you
Kicking
got
game
special
here.
teams.
Yeah. So Nick McLeod's been doing a really good job for us in this part of the game, whether it's been a gunner, vice, here off the edge, as a primary blocker for us on the extra point. Just does a great job of, one, getting off on the ball, and then getting thin. The wing doesn't get much of them. Getting thin, and then jumping right where he needs to jump to the back tip of the ball, extending with two hands. And I think it helps too with the push we get inside from, Dexter, from Jelly, from Hottie, from Coughlin. It was a well-executed play. And anytime you can prevent points or get points in the kicking game, that goes a long way.
I spent 12 years on this team, right?
Okay.
And there's a tendency to take a play off.
No doubt about it.
Because you can go hard every game and the coaches are saying, hey, just keep pushing, you're going to get this, right? Because once the other team sees you on film doing this, they've got to be more responsible themselves. So, I would always encourage teammates, we just got to keep going. We can find a weak link somewhere in here. And sure enough, the effort week after week, now it produces results when you need it the most.
No question. This is a big play in a game. I mean, a blocked kick, whether it's a punt, a field goal, an extra point, those are big momentum changers in games. And you can see all of our guys, from across the board, we're selling out on these things. And, we have awareness if people want to go ahead and try to fake it and do things like that. But I'd say the push that we get from Dexter and Jelly and Hottie and Coughlin really do a good job of shortening the corner, and then Nick takes advantage of it and makes a timely play. It's good to get one of those.